Today we are discussing the carbamate compounds. The carbamate compounds are versatile insecticides with low mammalian toxicity and broad spectrum activity. So furthermore, these carbamate compounds are readily biodegradable and they leave minute or no residues in the environment. So all the carbamate compounds are synthesized or designed based on the structure of a natural alkaloid called physostigmine, and this physostigmine is derived from the calamine beans. Okay, so all the basic or vital structure of all carbamate compounds is carbamic acid. So the structure of carbamic acid is, so this is the carbamic acid, and this carbamic acid is very unstable and readily get decomposes into CO2 and NH3. Okay, some salts of this carbamic acid are very stable and shows insecticidal properties, and one of the examples is ammonium carbamate. So this is the ammonium carbamate, and this ammonium carbamate shows both insecticidal and rodenticidal properties. Apart from this ammonium carbamate, some alkyl esters of carbamic acid also show some insecticidal properties, and one such compound is urethane. So this is urethane. So this urethane also shows some insecticidal properties. So just like urethane, some aryl esters of carbamic acid also shows some insecticidal properties, and one such compound is phenyl carbamate. So this is phenyl carbamate. Okay. So in the phenyl carbamate, if one hydrogen is replaced by methyl, then we will get so this is called phenyl N-methyl carbamate. So these phenyl N-methyl carbamates are very important in carbamate compound, and these are some carbamate molecules which are derived from, which are designed based on the structure of this carbamic acid. And the other group of methyl carbamate which is derived from the aliphatic oxime is aldecarb. So aldecarb is a methyl carbamate which is derived from the aliphatic oxime, and the structure of aldecarb is so this is aldecarb, and this aldecarb is banned in use of to use in agriculture. So this aldecarb is very toxic in nature, and it has low LD50 values, and it shows more mammalian toxicity. So considering all those after effects or bad effects of aldecarb, this aldecarb is get banned in to use in agriculture. So apart from these aldecarb, some other important molecules of carbamate compounds are, the first one is carbaryl. Even the carbaryl is also banned to use in agriculture. This carbaryl shows some stomach and contact properties in to control the insect. So and the next compound is carbofuran. This carbofuran is very effective against wide range of insects. So right from it can also control the nematodes and chewing and sucking type of insects. And this carbofuran have some carbofuran shows the systemic properties in the plant, and this carbofuran is also very toxic in nature, and considering the toxicity or the danger associated with the usage of carbofuran, the carbofuran is often formulated in granules. So this carbofuran is available as 3G granules in the market. So the another compound is carbosulfan. So this carbosulfan has also some systemic properties, and it is very potent against chewing and sucking type of insects in wide variety of agricultural crops. Okay, and benthiocarbon. So there are some other compounds, there are some other molecules of carbamate compounds which are very important in agriculture. So this is how carbamate compounds are impacting in agriculture as a key insecticides. So now let's discuss the mode of action of carbamate compounds. The carbamate compounds act similarly as organophosphorus compounds by inhibiting the enzyme acetylcholinesterase at the nervous synapse. So in order to understand the mode of action of carbamate, we have to discuss about two reactions. The first one is carbamylation and decarbamylation. Okay, when a carbamate enters the nerve synapse, it tries to bind with the active site of acetylcholinesterase, and when it binds to the acetylcholinesterase, it forms a complex, and that complex is very unstable, and it will readily readily decomposes into a stable carbamylated enzyme. So let us look how it happens. Okay. So it is well understood that this is our acetylcholinesterase enzyme and this is our carbamate compound. Okay, when the carbamate compound enters the nerve synapse, it tries to bind with the active site of this acetylcholinesterase and a complex will be formed. So this is the complex, and this complex is very unstable and it will readily get decomposed into stable carbamylated enzyme. Okay, and so this complex is very unstable. It readily get decomposed into a stable carbamylated enzyme by giving ROH as a leaving group. Okay, and this is called the carbamylation. So to say more precisely, this carbamylation is responsible for the poisonous symptoms in insects which are treated with the carbamate insecticides. Okay, after happening the carbamylation, this compound or this complex is very susceptible to hydrolysis, and it will readily get hydrolyzed to give the free form of acetylcholinesterase and methyl carbamic acid, and this is called decarbamylation. And the reaction is hydrolysis. Okay, so this after carbamylation, this complex is very susceptible to the hydrolysis reaction, and it will readily get hydrolyzed to give free form of acetylcholinesterase and methyl carbamic acid, and this is called the decarbamylation. Okay, the half-life of this decarbamylation is calculated as 30 to 40 minutes. Okay, to understand, let us imagine in a nerve synapse all the acetylcholinesterase is carbamylated and there is no further entry or there is no further supply of our carbamate compound. In such situation, in a span of few minutes, our acetylcholinesterase starts to regenerate or starts to recover from the carbamylation which is happened because of the carbamate compounds. Even the full restore of acetylcholinesterase happens within few hours. So after full regeneration of acetylcholinesterase, there won't be any poisonous symptoms in insects which are treated with the carbamate compounds. So unlike carbamate compounds, organophosphorus compounds are less susceptible to this hydrolysis reaction. So that is the reason in organophosphorus compounds, in the poisoning effects of organophosphorus compounds, the regeneration or the recovery of organophosphorus poisoning is very slow or very less as compared to the carbamate compounds. So this is how carbamate compounds act on the nervous system of the insect and causes lethal effects. So this is the major reaction, hydrolysis. If this hydrolysis happens very rapidly, then the recovery of the insect from carbamate poison happens very rapidly. So this is how carbamate compounds act on the nervous system of the insects and causes lethal effects.